Lowering the drinking age in the United States is a debate that has been going on for decades, starting in the early 1900s with Prohibition. More recently, in 1984, the Minimum Drinking Age Act was passed, requiring states to raise their alcohol laws to 21 years old. If states did not abide by these laws, they were punished by receiving a 10% cut on their highway funds from the federal government. This law should not have been passed. In fact, President Reagan almost vetoed it because it infringed upon rights. Nevertheless, it was passed. However, the act did not solve problems associated with drinking. Today, there are just as many problems, if not more, that go along with alcohol consumption. Binge drinking and drunken driving incidents are two of the largest alcohol-related problems in the United States. In 2007, there were over 41,000 alcohol-related deaths from drunken driving. One of, if not the most serious alcohol-related problems occurring in the United States today is binge drinking. This is especially evident in college environments. The age differences and differences in the law pertaining to the different ages lead the younger, underage kids to drink more. Perhaps this is to prove that they can keep up or even outdrink the upperclassmen. Or perhaps they just haven't experienced enough to learn otherwise. Either way, binge drinking leads to innumerable problems and sometimes even death. But what if these kids were able to learn and experience drinking responsibly instead of having to sneak it and try to consume as much as possible? Think about it. The United States is one of the few countries that has such a high drinking age. Let's take Europe, for example. In some places in Europe, the drinking age is as low as 5 years old, and the highest is 18 years old. Europe also has significantly fewer problems that go along with drinking alcohol. In some countries, about 90% of the people there consume alcohol, and the majority have no alcohol-related problems. A graduate student from Germany was quoted explaining this. You're allowed to drink earlier in Europe, so you get used to the experiences with alcohol earlier. So when you're 18, you're more responsible about it and can take care of yourself and your friends. Taking on a similar philosophy would solve the problems of binge drinking and drunken driving incidents. Let's lower the drinking age to 18, and even more, let's allow 15-year-olds to drink with adult supervision. If kids learn to drink responsibly and learn the effects of drinking before they can drive at 16 years old, they will be less inclined to make irrational, uneducated decisions that too frequently lead to tragedies. And if all students living at and partying at college had the same laws applied to them regarding alcohol consumption, the pressures the younger students feel would be virtually eliminated. Earlier this year, my cousin's best friend at Delaware University passed away from overconsumption of alcohol while binge drinking at one of the local frats. This could have been prevented if lower age laws were put into place, as could have so many other tragic events occurring indirectly from the United States' current drinking age. So many benefits would result from a lower drinking age in the United States. Many well-educated professionals support the idea of finding a lower drinking age. 134 college presidents have already signed a proposal called the Amethyst Initiative, which calls for research to be done because the current drinking age is too high. Kids can risk their lives driving in a car at 16 years old, and at 18, they can sign contracts, get married, vote, and they can even go to war to fight for this country. But they can't drink alcohol? Something is not right. So let's fix it.